I can officially say that I have truly just given up on Disventure Camp All Stars. Well, not given up on it, because, I mean, I'm still gonna watch the final episodes and stuff, but in all reality, I don't care what happens, straight up. Now, I did make a video about how defending episode 14 and saying that it didn't deserve as much criticism as it got, and I will stand by that. But now adding episode 15, 16, 17, all of them on top of it, it has just gone downhill. Now, I will say I don't think that this is due to like the whole writer, it is due to the writer's swap, but I don't think that Connor's voice actor is a bad writer. I'd like that to be known. I think that people shouldn't go saying that he's a bad writer or anything, because I think that he has done good given with writing the story that he wants to tell. It's just the fact of the matter is it's unfortunate that he got given the season halfway through it, where it's a case where the original writer, who I believe wrote all of the first 13 episodes, I might be wrong with that, but the main one, he probably had, he or she, I don't actually know really who the writers are, but I just know that the writers were swapped. The main writer left, and they were replaced with Connor and Oliver's voice actor. I don't know their names or anything, but I think that it's just based on the fact that both of those two had different, ultimately different views as to how All Stars should have gone for them. And they had completely different stories. So we ended up getting the beginning of the first writers All-Star season, but then we getting the second half of Connor's voice actors ending. It's weird because it's just unfortunate. I think that we should wait for season 4 of Disventure Camp if Connor's voice actor is going to be the main writer for that season as well, and let that be the test for his writing abilities. So I think that that's just one thing I would like to say. I don't think that Connor's voice actor is a bad writer, and I don't think that should be the opinion. I think it's just an unfortunate situation of the writer getting changed halfway through the season. But either way, let's get into things with the actual stuff I want to talk about. Mainly, I'm talking about the final 4. Okay, so my main issue with the Disventure Camp All-Stars now is that I feel like we literally have the worst Final Four possible coming into the season. The Final Four, we're starting things off talking about Riya. Riya, and that I just don't want anybody to win. Literally, I am going to be upset with any of these characters winning, likely. But straight up, first off, we're talking about Riya. Riya is the whole thing of her getting redeemed does not fit with the character that she has been this season. And I think that Riya has gotten a lot of over-hated in this season, except for these last few episodes. She has truly become just possibly one of the worst characters ever. And the random change into her, them trying to redeem her, makes no sense. And she's just a villain, and she should stay that way. Don't need to redeem her, and she shouldn't have made it this far in the first place. So why is she here? I don't want to see Riya make it to back-to-back finales. That would just be generally not interesting, not good. Now we have Jake, the second member of the Final Four, and he has been given main character energy, as people have said. He feels like the main character, and he's probably going to win the whole season, now that Gret is gone. The fact of the matter is, this all comes from the fact that I was still being hopeful with this season, but now that Gret's gone, I can't get down with it. They literally got rid of my, in the final 7, there were 3 people, or final 8, there were 3 people that I was thinking, okay, if one of those 3 wins, then I'd be happy. Those three were Gabby, Alec, and Gret. And now they're all gone. But anyways, Jake has just been given this main character feeling, and it's likely he's going to win. They've done a decent job with like his like redemption arc, but in all reality, everything that happened with him in the beginning of the season, the pre-merge stuff, just makes it so that I just can't get behind him winning. He doesn't deserve to win. Plus, the fact that and then another thing that is really annoying is that in a way he has already won the money. He's already won the money in a way because of Miriam. He literally moved like in with Miriam after she won the money, or like at least he basically got help from Miriam. So why should he win the money when he's pretty much gotten a cut of Miriam's money already? It just isn't. It's not a. I just don't think it's a very good idea to have Jake as the winner. Now we have Connor, and the fact of the matter is, I really like Connor. Connor is my favorite character remaining, but that doesn't mean that I want him to win. The fact of the matter is, Connor, it was already weird with him being in All-Stars in the first place, with him being a part, like, it just, he probably is one of the least worthy people to be in All-Stars, like, but the main thing is, I think he's been good ever since he returned, but the fact of the matter is, that's the problem. He returned. He's a returning player after he already lost. If you have Connor win this season, it's just I feel like it's a slap in the face as he to all the other like characters in that he lost. He was voted out, and he shouldn't win if he was already lost. And so he's just completely, he's not worthy of winning it. He was barely worthy of being in All-Stars, and he shouldn't even be in the game anymore because he was voted out. I'm fine with him getting to return, but I would not accept him being the winner. Also, I will say again, I don't have a problem with the writer, but I might end up having a problem with the writer if he chooses to have Connor win, because that is the character that he voices. I feel like that would be a lot of nepotism on the side of the writer if Connor would win, and that would just make it feel like a really scummy ending for the season. And for the final member of the Final Four is Allie. Honestly, might be my my opinion, the best option to win, which is kind of crazy. But at the same time, no, she just shouldn't win. First off, I just know that everybody would be so pissed off if Allie won. I don't hate Allie. A lot of people say that they've randomly turned her into the new Riya, and I don't think that that's really the case, but she's kind of taken up this villain role, and also like it just hasn't been great. Plus she was the one who caused Gret's elimination, and I don't want her causing Gret's elimination to lead to her actually winning. I don't think that Allie should even, like, she's just not, she wouldn't be a good winner. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think, like, it's just the fact that, like, I don't even know what my, like, point is here, but she just isn't a good winner, and I feel like a lot of people would agree with that statement just based on, like, the reaction to her arc as of episode 14. So I just don't think that she should be given the winning position. In the end, I just think that ultimately I've given up on this season because of this Ultimate Final Four. And I think that this is quite possibly the worst Final Four possible. If you told me at the begin, if you told anybody at the beginning of this season, like even just like after watching like the first three episodes, even like not even only watching the first episode, if you told any of them that the final four was going to end up being Jake, Connor, Allie, and Riya, I think they wouldn't believe you and would say if that was the case, then this season is awful. I think everybody can agree that this could quite possibly be the worst like possible Final Four that we could have gotten out of this season, which absolutely sucks because it's not about like them being underdeveloped characters that like oh they weren't very good in their seasons and they shouldn't they it's just like they didn't deserve to make it this far in All Stars, and it's not about that because like Connor is like you could say that about Connor or Allie, but you can't really say that about Jake. um I already forget, or Riya. But like the fact of the matter is, a lot of people hate Riya. Riya should not make it to the final four after she was already a main antagonist. In fact, Riya should have been in a similar situation to Fiore in the fact that she was just an instant target. Meanwhile, and then there's also like so it's not about them being like underdeveloped characters. Jake has a lot of development, but then like because also Ashley being in the final four would be a lot of fun, and I feel like a lot of people have made that clear. This is just ultimately it's come down to the fact that it's ultimately it resulted in me going into the final four not really feeling like I can root for anybody. I can root for people like I'll go in rooting for Connor to get his revenge against Rhea, but that doesn't mean that I want Connor to win. And I can't root for any of these characters to win, and that's why I think that you know how I think they should end off All Stars, because they have the Trevor and Emily story going on now. I say you have that whole plan succeed, and none of them get to win the money. That's what I think the best outcome should be. In the end, none of them win the money. The show is like thrown into like the finale gets completely derailed by Emily and Trevor, and then give Trevor the money. Give Trevor the money. Trevor deserves all the money. Trevor is the greatest character in Disventure Camp All Stars. I will say it. And then, if anything, have Crystal quit. Give Trevor the money, and then Emily takes over as the host of the show going forward. She can be the host in season 4 and then onward if they choose to make a season 5 and onward. That's how I think this season should end as well. That's at this point because I just am not going to be happy with any of the people left remaining as the winners. Gret going home and in 5th place officially makes it completely not I can't root for anybody anymore to win the show. I don't want any of them to win. So also it also doesn't help that the characters just didn't make any of their decisions made just very little sense in episode 17. Like episode 17 is just straight up the worst episode in all of Disventure Camp. I don't like you can hate on episode 14. I don't think it's really bad. I think it's just mid. Episode 15 I really enjoyed. Episode 16 I thought was just another kind of middle of the road episode. It's a little better than episode 14. But episode 17 officially, in my opinion, is the worst episode of Disventure Camp and absolutely just completely ruins this whole season. Because now we're left with just a bunch of people that I don't want to see win it, but but you're stuck knowing that one of them is going to win, and I don't want any of them to win. So it's unfortunate that it has come to this. I've been so optimistic. I've been trying to like hold out hope that this season would be good. In fact, I've like been defending this season, and I think that I'm not like going against my things of defending the season, but at this point, I can't defend the season anymore. I can defend people's opinions against like Riya and Allie, and like that people's opinions on them are just I think a bit wrong based on the fact that people are acting as if Riya is just like the most villainous person ever. She is not like a super villain, but the fact of the matter is she is villainous and she shouldn't be given like a redemption arc. And it's ultimately come down to I can't root for any of the characters left in All Stars, and just straight up the elimination order has been straight up dog shit. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have been a little annoyed ever since episode 17. And it's completely ruined this whole season for me. Well, not the whole season. It's still fun because it's All Stars, and it was fun to see all these characters interacting with each other. But I hope that we get to like redeem this whole situation. Get us to season 4. Get us through this season. Get us to season 4, and let's see how that goes. And hopefully things will go better with hopefully no writers changing, and we get one writer's full story rather than two writers completely split stories. It's just I hope that we can get to season 4. Also, if Disventure Camp falls off after this, there's a new show, Reality Resort. If you guys want to go check that out, the Reality Gauntlet, which is guaranteed to have like 4 seasons, assuming it isn't like canceled. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little hearing my thoughts about Disventure Camp All Stars as of episode 17. But I can't be positive about this season anymore, as I just can't get behind any of the characters winning. So I will see you guys next time. This is another just like random video, similar to the most recent video I made with talking about Ultimate Prehistoric Rumble, but sometimes I need to make videos like this and just like kind of explain my thought, like just talk about something that it just sucks. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!